Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking yet again about snow in the Rockies. Now recently we've been seeing many different model runs showing snow, a major snowstorm in probably the next 2 weeks in the Rockies. And today I have 3 different model runs all showing a different variation of this storm. So let's get right on into it with the European model. So the European model has a storm rolling onto the coast of areas such as California, moving across the Rockies, joining up with another system right here, and then you see that some heavier snow starts, another low pressure forms, we get snow up through the Rockies in the higher elevations, and then the heaviest of the snow occurs right over here as the storm is increasing in strength before it eventually does move into warmer areas. And this entire setup is because of a shift in the overall pattern where we have a trough in the west and a ridge in the east. That is the only reason that the Arctic air is going to seep into the Rockies and bring in that snow. So moving on here to the GFS. Now the GFS has probably the worst case scenario. So you move through here, you have multiple storm systems moving onto the coast in the Pacific, and right in through here as we're approaching the 13th, we see a storm develop in the Rockies, plenty of snow, and the low pressure continues to develop, and we see it explode. This is probably, probably very close to, actually I'm not going to say close to bombogenesis. It's just a rapid intensification of the storm as it's climbing through the Rockies, and therefore we see plenty of snow from this storm system. Then we have the Canadian model, which also shows a snowstorm in the Rockies, but to a lesser degree. So it's showing some snow here on the western part of the Rockies, and that low pressure doesn't do much. It's 1001 millibars, so it's relatively weak, and you get some light to moderate snow, not much more than that. So we're going to come down here to our total snowfall. So for the European model, we're going to do a 10-to-1 snow to liquid ratio, since there is not any other option. And here, so highest snow totals are in Wyoming, with areas possibly receiving 2 feet plus of snow, but overall a widespread 6+ inches stretching from Nevada up to Idaho and east all the way to Wyoming and Colorado. Then we move on here to the GFS, and the GFS, of course, is the worst case scenario. This has by far the most snowfall, and we are using a more accurate interpretation, but that still shows close to 4 feet of snow in the Rockies because of that storm that rapidly intensifies, and you get that heavier area of snowfall right in eastern Montana as well as northeastern Wyoming. So close to 4 feet. I think we just saw, yeah, exactly 4 feet of snow there. That's a lot. Now we have the Canadian model, which we're going to take a look at a more accurate version of snowfall totals here. And you can see it's much lighter. You have some areas that see 2 feet plus, but most areas seeing 6 inches to a foot, and it's not very widespread either. So we have 3 different tracks for about the same time period for a storm in the Rockies, but those tracks all produce different snow totals and have different impacts. So still far enough out here where we have to kind of wait and see, but this is something that we have to kind of keep in the back of the mind as we are moving further and further towards snow season. So that is all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell. And I will see you guys next time.